bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Organizers of the second annual Seagrape Homecoming say this year's festival will be bigger and better than ever. Jerron Harvey, chairman of the Seagrape Community Association, says the event, scheduled for July 29 through the 31st, will empower residents to sell their food and crafts and allow them to be self-sustainable.
On Friday night, July 29th, is our main entertainment that night is our store and the Spang Band. And then we also have the opening ceremony, and on Saturday night we have the cultural extravaganza. And so this is the time where persons from the community of Seagrape can come and they can shoot those marbles, they can come and they can spin those top, and so they could participate in a whole lot of games and win prizes. And also that night is going to be, we have bingo going on, we have a whole array of activities that are applicable to the history of the community of Seagrape, and so things that we would have did when I was young.
Harvey says there will be a Unity Church service next Sunday morning and a praise on the park that evening with musical entertainment. Now proceeds will go towards the construction of a memorial wall.
One of the main reasons what we are embarking upon that is because we want to preserve the history of Seagrape, and we want to showcase the history through a memorial wall where we can showcase the persons who would have built the community of Seagrape, all those who would have passed away. We can honor them, and so persons who might be in mourning or persons who want to reflect of memories of their dearly departed, they can go to this memorial wall and they can sit on the wall and reflect on memories that they would have had with their dearly departed.
Well, this mango season, Grand Bahamians were in for a treat, as many trees are overflowing with the Bahamian fruit. Now, if you've been having trouble figuring out just what to do with your mangoes, our Megan Shepherd has an easy and a delicious recipe to share.
This year, the islands of Grand Bahamas saw an abundance of mangoes, and no matter how many you ate or gave away, there was always an excess. Well, Chef Astaire Dean says there are so many possibilities for the fruit, from juices, teas, sorbets, and even mango duff. Tonight, Chef Dean shares a simple yet delicious mango jam recipe that anyone can make.
To make mango jam, you will need macerated mangoes, sugar, water, cinnamon, lemon, orange or lime zest, honey, pineapple rum or mango rum, and cinnamon. So first we get our pot, and then we add the macerated mangoes. All macerated mangoes really is stripped or cubed mangoes. You add sugar, and what that does is it extracts the natural sugars from the fruit. So you can do that with mango, strawberry, pineapple, guava, whatever.
The next step is to combine all of the ingredients.
Once you have this well incorporated, then we move to the stove. This process usually goes on for about 3 to 4 hours. So in that time, we give all the ingredients ample time to get to know each other, get married, have kids, let their kids have more kids, get that well incorporated. And once this comes to a boil, you turn it down to low and you let it reduce by a half.
Wait 3 hours.
As soon as this is reduced by a half, you take it from the stove to the blender. You can do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, whatever your preference is of smoothness or texture or silkiness. So once that's blended, pour it back into the pot. We go back to the stove to let it reduce by a half again.
And the final step.
And then what you would do with this is, you put it in the refrigerator or freezer, and this should cool for about an hour. So at the end of this whole process, this is what you end up with. Silky, smooth, good texture, flavor. So it's still, you won't see the consistency now because it's still hot, but once it sets in the cooler or the refrigerator, then you'll be good to go.
If properly stored in the refrigerator, Dean says this delicious Bahamian mango jam has a shelf life of about 1 month. Megan Shepherd, ZNS Network News.
I don't think I could make that. Now it's time to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. Continuing our discussion on the early signs of autism in children, Autism is a term that refers to a group of different behaviors and characteristics that can limit how a child communicates, interacts, and perceives his or her world. The number of children diagnosed with autism is rising. While there is no cure, intensive early treatment can make a big difference in the lives of many children. Some indications that a child might be autistic include when he or she fails to respond to his or her name or appears not to hear you at times, resists cuddling and holding and seems to prefer playing alone or retreats into his or her own world, has poor eye contact and lacks facial expression, doesn't speak or has delayed speech, or may lose previous ability to say words or sentences, can't start a conversation or keep on going, speaks with an abnormal tone or rhythm, may use a sing-song voice or robot-like speech, may repeat words or phrases, but doesn't understand how to use them, doesn't appear to understand simple questions or directions, performs repetitive movements such as rocking, spinning, or hand flapping, or may perform activities that could cause harm, such as head banging, or move constantly. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
And don't forget to check out Ira's store in the Spank Band at the second annual Seagrape Homecoming on Friday, July 29th through the 31st. Stay with us. Ricardo Liborn has a check on sports while we return.